We're out. We're out. And the season's done. Season's over. 0 trophies. 5 years. Process ended. Process failed. Project failed. Phases failed. And I'm kind of done now. So we've got 3 games left. And if the owners don't sack him, then I'm Kroenke out. Because this isn't acceptable at this football club. 0 trophies in 5 years is not acceptable. Not acceptable. Now, I said on the weekend, win against PSG or leave. Goodbye. See ya. And the reason I'm saying that is because Mikel Arteta told me and 60,000 other people on the last game of the season last year against West Ham that we won. He said, do not be satisfied. We're second. Do not be satisfied. Well, I'm not satisfied, Mikel, so what are we going to do about it? What happens now? Do not be satisfied. Do not be satisfied. I'm then actually going to go and do worse next season by failing to get anywhere near the Premier League title, by failing to get anywhere near the FA Cup, by failing in 2 semi-finals of 2 other competitions and dumping us out of all 4 trophies and winning kaput again. Another season where we get laughed at, but I suppose we can lift the We Beat Real Madrid trophy. And he can add that to his collection of trophies, which includes 2 community shields, which he counts. So he can now add that 3rd We Beat Madrid trophy in that cabinet locked away, getting rather excited every night. The manager has to go. There's no ifs, buts, maybes now. He's got to go. We've asked pretty much everybody that is not an Arsenal fan, and they've all said, I hope he stays, but he needs to go. Ask the Arsenal fans, and we get a very different reaction now, don't we? Because I was the negative, positive one. Negative, positive, toxic one. Only doing it for likes, I've had. Only doing it for clicks. Profiting off a loss. I wish I didn't have to keep saying loss. But in January, we've dropped quite a few points and had quite a few L's, haven't we? That's for sure. We've had quite a few. So for people that think that I'm negative, I don't know why you're watching, if I'm honest. I've had a lot of people tweet, add me and all this kind of... Let me come out of that. Don't know what was happening there on my screen. So I've had quite a lot of people saying, you know, that I'm negative and all this crap. If I'm honest with you, I don't really care anymore. I don't really care. I really don't. I'm sick and tired of it. I can't lie. Sick and tired of having to say the same old crap again and again and again. I think we might need to change the manager. Who are you going to get? How about Simeone? He ain't won anything in 4 years. How about Inzaghi? He won't leave Inter Milan. He's boring to watch. He plays 3 at the back. We'd have to scrap it and start again. Xabi Alonso. He's not as good as Mikel Arteta. He couldn't compete with Pep. Conte. He's washed. Look what he did at Tottenham. Carlo Ancelotti, he's washed. Look what he's just done. He's been outclassed by Arteta. All right, then. So what we'll do is we'll go and get the Man City assistant manager. We'll give him 5 years. Say it's now phase one. Here's 750 million. 5 years. Don't have to win a trophy as long as you're showing progress. Shall we do that? Because that's what we did 5 years ago and everybody lapped it up. Everybody lapped it up. This season has been about as bad as my lighting. My light went kaput, by the way. I've got 2 lights, one this side, one that side. The one this side went kaput. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And for everyone who thinks that I am the negative one, and it's only me that thinks like this, and you're the problem at the club, Dan, which I've been tweeted and DM today that I'm a scumbag and a wanker and that I'm the problem with the club. You're the issue. It's not Mikel. I'm the reason we lost to PSG. Nobody else thinks like you. You're doing it for clicks. You're already toxic. You profit off of a loss. You and Lee Gunnar and Turkish and Curtis and Troops don't deserve to be happy. You're always moaning, rah, rah, rah. Let's go and take a look, shall we, at what AFTV's fan cams are. I'm not going to click on any of them. I'm just going to share them. And I'm just going to see what everyone else is saying, because I'm the only one who wants him out. Of course, I'm the only person who thinks like this. Nobody else is thinking like this at all. Wrong. The amount of abuse that I've got, now everyone's agreeing with me all of a sudden. So Marty, big up to him. He says he's gutted. We've got Kenya, who says there needs to be change. Sorry? There needs to be change. Big up to Kenya. Then you've got mine, trophyless again. Yeah. Hard one to take. Ancelotti in. Hang on a minute. I'm the only negative one. What are people agreeing with me for? No one agrees with me. Let's keep going. Trying isn't enough. The damage was done last summer. Judges says we are potless again. We're becoming nearly FC, says Robbie. It's time to change the manager. Lack of ambition. So close, but we're still short. Change the captain. Give it to Rice. Enough of that. Enough of that. My point is quite simple, yeah? People are now starting to wake up and understand. People are realizing that what I was saying all this time is actually come to fruition, and it's true. A lot of people are starting to believe now that potentially this manager might need to be replaced, and a lot of people are stating that if he isn't, then the owners need to be called out. I agree. I agree. Absolutely crazy. Big up to that Gunnar Cannon. Make sure you're following my guy. Absolute legend, man. Thank you so much. Good to see you tonight. And thanks for the super chat, bro. So for those people that think that it's just me and Turkish and Curtis and Troops and Lee Gunnar that are calling this manager out, now people are starting to wake up. We're starting to be called nearly FC. And these are by people that trusted in Arteta and trusted the protest. The protest? The process. I think it's time for change. I'm sick now. But I don't think he's going. So when people say to me, why is it that you don't want to talk about this anymore? Because he's not going anywhere. Now, this arrogant manager, who is arrogant, by the way, stated in his press conference yesterday that winning trophies has an element of luck and is about timing, because Liverpool have less points than we have had in the last 2 years. Now, the season isn't done yet, by the way, and Liverpool could actually end up on 90 plus points, which would be more than what we ended up in the last 2. But he's decided the season finishes on game week 35 for some fucking reason. And then we get knocked out to PSG, and he doesn't come out and say, just like Luis Enrique does, who I thought was fantastic, by the way. Another manager who's better than him, and I'd take tomorrow. But there we go. Simone Inzaghi in the final with him. Another manager I'd take tomorrow, but there we go. He decides to say that we're the best team in the competition. Huh? Are we in the final then? Did he watch a different game, bruv? We're the best team in the competition. Oh, what is he taking before the? What is he taking before these interviews? By the way, what is he taken before this? How can we be the best team in the competition? You fucking moron! We're out. We are out. We are not the best team in the competition. You clown. We're out. The best two teams in the competition are PSG and Inter Milan because we're in the final. You don't see Hansi Flick coming out last night saying, well, we're the better team, best team in that competition, Barcelona. They are out. Why do we have these stupid comments he comes out with that make me sick? So arrogant. Absolutely loves himself, this manager. So a few months ago, he thinks it's outstanding that he's got us to a position of second when he says we should have been 15th because anybody else with the amount of injuries and adversity that we've had with refereeing decisions and red cards would be in 15th place. Now he's coming out yesterday saying that it's an incredible achievement that Arsenal have got to this stage because what we did in the last two is better than what Liverpool have done, even though they're only on game week 35. And then when we go and get knocked out against PSG, he says that we are the best team in the competition. I need that meme or that GIF, or that clip that Lee Gunner sends, which says, "Is he on Spice?" Because that is one of the most embarrassing post-match interview quotes I've ever heard from any form of manager. We were the best team in the competition. We are out, mate. We are out. So how are we the best in the competition? What a fool. What a fool. Pitiful. Absolutely pitiful. Big up to O'Hanlon, who's gifted 5 memberships. You're a legend, my friend. Something that would cheer me up, people, is if you please hit the like and subscribe button, which are 2 free buttons, which I would really appreciate. We're so close to 40k. If we could get it before the season ends, it would be amazing. I'd absolutely love you all for it. Please do me a favour and hit like and subscribe. Even if you're not a gooner, even if you're here to laugh, even if you're here to take the mick, I don't care. I'm in the mood for anything. I don't give a damn anymore. Our season's done. Our club don't give a toss. The owners are keeping this manager here. So unfortunately, we're in a bit of a mess. Lawrence, big up to you. He says, Dan, according to this clown, we've won 2 league titles under his helm. On what effing universe was this on? I'd love to know what he's talking about, Lawrence. We've won 2 community shields and an FA Cup, 3 trophies, and then 2 titles that we should have won because Liverpool didn't finish on as many points as we are this time last season. The Colour for Life says if Arsenal score at least one of their chances that they had early and won, nobody would be talking about Arteta. Players need to take blame. We'll come back to that in a minute. Suj, big up to you. This season's been a joke, but what is worse is that some fans are content. Still happy beating City and Madrid. Hit the likes and subscribe, people. Big up to you, Suj. Make sure you do that, people. Let's start with this, shall we? The manager. Couldn't have done anything tonight. Played the team we wanted. Made Bolton subs. Made changes at 65 minutes. Everyone needs to stop moaning. All the players were shit. Players' fault. When we win a game of football, Mikel Arteta's a genius. When we lose a game of football, the players are crap. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense. Blame the players. Blame the players. Blame the fans. Blame me. It's my fault. I'm the problem. Lee Gunner's the problem. Troops is the problem. Kenny Care, Northside, Curtis, Turkish. They're all the problem. Nothing to do with Arteta or the players. It's all the fans. They're the problem. YouTubers are the problem. What a load of bollocks, eh? So we're chasing the game. We're already 1-0 down before we kicked off. And then when we look towards our manager to make something happen, when we find ourselves going further behind in the game and in the tie, he brings on 2 fullbacks. What's happening here? What is happening here? Now, if Timber's injured again and White comes on, cool. Calafiori comes on for Lewis-Skelly, like for like. Trossard comes on, who I actually thought gave a little bit of spark to the game, but Martinelli comes off. No change in formation, no going free at the back, no trying something else up top. And I'm thinking at 75 minutes, might be time for Ethan Nwaneri. Oh, that's a bit strange. 78 minutes. Might be time for Ethan Nwaneri. 82 minutes. Might be time for Ethan Nwaneri. Around about that time, Saka puts one top bins and the keeper saves it. And I'm thinking, bring on Nwaneri. He does that every game. 86 minutes gone. 89 minutes gone. Or he'll bring him on now because that's what he did last week. 89 minutes. 90 minutes goes. I'm thinking, oh my God, he's not going to bring him on. So he doesn't. He doesn't. So the only player that could change the game or bring any form of creative spark towards the substitute bench isn't used. Ethan Nwaneri's only 17. He doesn't need to be put into that deep end. Okay, let's not worry about Ethan then. Who else we got? Kieran Tierney. He's quite good for overlapping and putting crosses into Marino's head. Nah, we'll leave him out. Won't bother bringing him on. We'll bring on Calafiori. Zinchenko, he can bring into midfield. He's quite good on the ball, technically gifted. He's probably got some legs. Thomas Partey's having a stinker. Drop Rice into the 6, bring in Zinchenko for some legs in midfield. Don't be silly. Nah. We don't want to do that. Okay, cool. Who's that lad there? Who's that lad there? Who's that lad there? Ah, he's on about 150 a week. What's that lad's name? Raheem the Dream, the star summer signing. That's him. Does he want to come on? No. We don't want to bring him on. Okay. And people will be going, what the hell do you want to bring him on for? His crap. Well, he's our summer signing, mate. He's our summer signing. Yeah? He's our summer signing. I'm sick and tired of talking about the same shit every fucking year. That's what I'm sick and tired of doing. Being told that I'm toxic and negative because of the same stuff that I'm saying. You're boring. You're like an echo chamber. Broken record. Just want the manager out. You've got an agenda. I've got an agenda about the whole of this season. Yeah? The whole of this season. Trust me. Trust me. I told everybody on the day the window's shut that we ain't winning shit this season. And I was told I was over the top, negative Nelly, embarrassing, toxic, and should go and support Tottenham. Oh, fucking hell, I'm right again, aren't I? I'm right again. Arsenal won nothing. The moment we signed Raheem, the frigging dream, I said we ain't winning shit with that signing. That summer transfer window of Marino, Calafiori, Sterling and Neto was nothing short of an absolute disgrace from this club. And then we get the injuries that we do, which happens in a season. Liverpool have had them too. Yes, they have, before you start screaming at me. Alisson got injured. Jota got injured. Kenyatte got injured. Trent got injured. Diaz got injured. Gakpo got injured. Szoboszlai got injured. Oh, it doesn't matter. They're not the players. It's just Salah that matters. Okay, cool. No problem. Well, when Salah missed 10 games last season in the African Cup of Nations, they won 10 out of 12, mate. So don't understand what the problem is. So let's go into the start of the game, shall we? First 20 minutes, I actually liked our performance. I thought we were winning every duels. I thought the intensity was high. I thought we pressed. I thought we went onto every single tackle. I don't think we give him an ounce of space. Martinelli was cooking Hakimi for the first 15, 20. I thought, wow, he's actually beat him 2 or 3 times. Saka working hard. Erdegaard has a shot saved by Donnarumma. Rice misses a header, which I think he needs to get on target. Martinelli has a shot, which Donnarumma saves, but to be fair, it's probably straight at him. And then if I'm honest with you, I'm looking at it thinking they're not even clear-cut chances, but maybe we could have scored, but this is looking good. And then we give the ball away sillily, and they hit the post with Lewis-Skelly. And I'm like, boom, watch out, because that's how quickly it can change. Unfortunately, we continue to make silly mistakes. Declan Rice, ridiculous touch. People are blaming Raya. If I'm honest, Raya's put people under pressure for sure, but Rice's touch is criminal. He gives away a foul, and all of a sudden the ball comes in, and Fabian Ruiz smashes it, and it hits Saliba and goes in. And if I'm honest with you, a lot of people believe it's the tie over. But if I'm honest, in terms of chances that we had, maybe we could have had an inkling. And the amount of bad errors that I see from individuals through lack of mentality, lack of know-how, and lack of understanding from the manager is quite poor, if I'm honest. So the manager takes blame for his lack of know-how, is reactive as opposed to being proactive, not having a clue about how to get it across the line, not having the mentality. That's his 7th semi-final, and we've scored once in a semi-final. Amazing. Amazing. That's since he's won the FA Cup, by the way. Is it 7? No, it must be more than that. It must be 8. We've had 2 against Liverpool, 2 against Newcastle. Yes, this is 6 then. 2 against PSG now. Yeah. Anyway, I don't care. Let's just be real. Who gives a damn? We've scored 1 goal in a semi-final. Wow, brilliant. And then what happens is we're thinking that we're going to get a penalty. And unfortunately, on the watch along without audio, it looked like Saka's was being looked at for a penalty. And it turns out that it's a handball from Lewis-Skelly, which I think is pathetic, if I'm honest, but it's the rules. And they miss it. Vitinha, I mean, he walks up and he just pats it at David Raya. It's an absolutely horrendous penalty, to be fair to him, from a top-quality player. And people still think we've got an inkling of it, but we haven't. Let's just be real. We haven't. Then what happens is Thomas Partey decides to give the ball away in the most pathetic of scenarios. A player who I was really glad was back tonight, but probably should have just stayed at home. He had a bit of a terrible night, didn't he, old Thomas Partey? And Hakimi puts it in. Now, it's a great finish, but I don't know what the old Thomas Partey's doing. It's absolutely shocking from him. Yeah, really bad. Like, really, really bad. And it's done and dusted. Tie over. Everyone knows Arsenal going out. PSG going through. Now, then Saka has a couple of moments of madness. Once he puts the ball in the back of the net, he gives Arsenal fans a glimmer of hope that there could be some form of consolation. And then what he does is he goes through and misses an open goal, which, yes, I understand was difficult for him because it come at him pretty quickly. But let's just be real. He's got to be putting that in. He absolutely has to. Marino has a couple of flicked headers, but let's be real. Nothing was really going anywhere near the PSG goal. I don't think they really had much for us to deal with. I mean, it was quite fairly easy from they were fighting. They weren't like, hanging on by any means, but they were certainly better than us across 2 legs, in my opinion. And again, we're looking at the same scenarios, aren't we? Is the squad big enough? Well, that goes down to the summer. Could we have done something to help with that? Well, that comes down to January. Saka, Martinelli, Rice, Erdegaard, and Martinelli or Marino all put balls in the box, and no one's there. No one's there. Nobody there. Nobody. Why is that then? Why have we got nobody there, people? Why is nobody in the box? Oh, I know why. Because our manager's spent £750 million and he doesn't want to buy a striker. So we've had 5 years now where he's decided not to buy a striker. He got rid of the toxic player who scored all of our goals, Aubameyang, and he ain't replaced him since. Oh, have we got Havertz? What would he have done today? Oh, we've got Jesus. What would he have done today? Neither of them are strikers, by the way. Yeah. In my opinion, anyway. And he's got rid of Balogun and Eddie, not replaced either of those. And it's fine to get rid of them, by the way. Why aren't you replacing them? And if I'm honest with you, I find it quite ironic that he walked into the side and he probably had better attacking players when he walked in than he has now. Because Saka was there, Martinelli was there, Ozil was there, Aubameyang was there, Lacazette was there, Pepe was there, Smith Rowe was there, Reece Nelson was there. Yeah, he did. And all he's done is just get rid of them. He ain't replaced any of them. He's just said, get rid of those 8 players. Who are you buying in? No one. Oh, okay. Disgusting, if I'm honest, from this manager. Absolutely disgraceful. So then what happens, right, is we find ourselves going out. And Calafiori and Ben White have come on. Trossard's come on. And I'm looking for something. Is he going to take off Lewis-Skelly? Is he going to go free at the back? Is he going to bring in some creativity in midfield and take one of Partey and Rice off? Is he going to go with something through the middle? Is he going to give Marino someone to play off of, link off of, and go 4-4-2? Is he going to go with a 3-5-2? He ain't going to do anything. Is he going to bring on Ethan for Ødegaard, who stunk out the joint again? He ain't going to do anything. Do you know why? Because he ain't got a fucking clue. That's why. He don't have a clue. Not fussed. This is my team. It'll work. It'll happen. Arteta doesn't know how to use Calafiori. The best way to use Calafiori is leave him on the bench, mate. He's shit. Suge, wonder what it costs to cancel Arteta's contract. Oh, they ain't doing that, Suge. I'd love them to, but they ain't going to, bro. They're only in phase 4 or 4.5. They've got another few phases to go yet, bruv. Sick of them. Sick of them all at this club. Not a serious club. Banter club. Turning into Tottenham. Deji's right. Spicy Spurs. Embarrassing. That's what we are. Absolute joke. Brian says, did you hear Arteta's excuse today? He said, with a better team, but the goalkeeper was too good. Sack him now. The goalkeeper was brilliant. You have strikers and you have goalkeepers, and theirs was brilliant. What an absolute muppet this geezer is. We were the best team in the competition, though. We were the best team in the competition. And I'll tell you what, Mikel, if we're the best team in the competition, we should have won it. Do you know the reason we ain't won it? Because the manager ain't fucking good enough, bruv. That's the reason we ain't won it. Because if we're the best team in the competition, you should have won it. Why did you not? You saying you ain't good enough? Sick of him, man. Coming out with this crap nonsense. Oh my God, this guy, man. Absolute joke. What a joke thing to say. I hate listening to his press conferences, by the way. I cannot stand listening to this geezer's press conferences. I'm sick and tired of listening to these excuses and this crap that he comes out with every single time. Sick and tired of it, mate. Sick and tired of having excuses like this. Their goalkeeper was too good. Their goalkeeper was too good. He played well today. Great save from Ødegaard. Great save from Martinelli. Unbelievable save from Saka. But the manager changed nothing up. Again. Changes nothing up. Absolutely ridiculous. Over 1,000 people in here. Do me a favour. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe. Please, people. Just 2 buttons. Even if you're a rival fan, please just hit like and subscribe. Let's get us up to 40k. Even if you never watch me again, I'd love to hit 40k as soon as possible. We're around about 38.6. We're close to 38.7. Let's get it up to 39. So if it's not water, it's actually like orange squash. I just needed something that weren't alcohol because I probably end up drinking a bottle the way I feel. It's absolutely shambles what I'm feeling at the moment. Sick, tired, pathetic from the Arsenal again. Let's go through the players that were apparently to blame today, not the manager. Manager was spot on, mate. Absolutely spot on, apparently. According to this fan base, the manager was exceptional. Okay. David Raya. Couple of moments again where I think he puts us under pressure too much. I don't think he's had an outstanding season like some. I thought he started really well. I thought the saves against Atlanta, Aston Villa, penalty saves, he was brilliant. Saved the penalty today. And if I'm honest, I think his performances have gone downhill over the last couple of months, just like Arsenal have since January, where we've gone out of cups, where we've gone out of Premier League titles. We've ended up in 2025 having the worst start to 2025 possible, right? And I think David Raya has actually not been as great as what some people are saying. I don't think he's been bad. He has been one of the better players, but I don't think he's been anywhere near as good in 2025 as he was in 2024. That's what I will say. That's what I will say. Timber, much better today. I thought he was a hell of a lot better, in fact. And I just don't think we've appreciated enough how good this kid is. ACL, absolutely phenomenal to be that consistent. It looks like he's got another knock. Just don't play him for the rest of the season. Honestly, let him lay off now. Let him lay off. I want to see Ben White playing every game now. I don't want to see Timber again this year. He needs a rest. Saliba. Oh dear. Oh dear, William. Is your head turned, son? Are you distracted by a certain club in white that play in Spain? Because let me tell you, that ain't the right William Saliba that I'm seeing out there. Sloppy passing, bad pressure he puts his players under. And if I'm honest with you, I'm feeling like he might be tempted to go Real Madrid. Now, some of it might be he's playing too much, but he ain't looking right. He just ain't looking right. Then you've got Kivior, who I actually thought had fairly quietly comfortable game tonight. I didn't think that he was massively to blame because the pass that Saliba gave him was absolutely suicidal. I don't blame Kivior for that. And I thought he was actually bombing forward, trying to make something happen in the second half. So fair play to him. I think he's come in and done his job since Gabriel's been out. He hasn't been the level of Gabriel, but I didn't expect him to be. But he's a squad player. And if he does stay, I'm happy for him to be left centre-back cover, Lewis-Skelly. I thought he started the game in the first 10-15 unbelievably well, with confidence, with arrogance, with fearlessness, with intent, with the drive forward, flicking the ball over two man's head, then controlling it, turning out, driving forward. And then I think everything went to pot for him. I think the pressure got too much to him. I don't think he could have handled it very well. I don't think he got anywhere near what was needed to be the level of performance that Arsenal needed. And I think he deserved to come off, if I'm honest. Gave the penalty away. It weren't his night. Ben White and Calafiori come on, and to be fair, they just put in a performance. I didn't see anything spectacular. Partey and Rice, two of their worst games. Rice gave fouls away. They scored. Partey gave the ball away twice. They scored twice. Bad games from both of them. They could try and drive us forward a bit. There was some nice turnouts from Partey. There was some nice driving runs from Rice, but I didn't see anything spectacular from either of them, and I saw more negatives than positives. Martin Odegaard. Martin, oh dear God, you're shit. You're so bad, it is unbelievable right now. And the manager is not helping here. The manager is absolutely thrown into the wolves because he will not take him out of firing line. He will not rest him. He doesn't trust Ethan now for any reason, which I'll come on to in a minute. He is droppable for the next 3 games. It is absolutely sickening seeing him continue to play and staying on for that long. The amount of bad decisions he's making is shocking. Spinning around, turning backwards, sideways, backwards, sideways. This is a player that's clearly technically gifted, but please, can we just stop trying to defend his performances because they are so bad. They're so bad, man. So bad. A captain, a leader, A role model that we all love and respect. No. He isn't the captain I would be giving the armband to. That armband needs to come off in the summer. That armband needs to come off and be given to Gabriel and then vice captain of Rice. That's what needs to happen. Get the likes up, people. What are we doing in here? There's over 1,000 and we haven't got over 400 likes yet. We've only 300. Let's get up to 650. There we go. Let's get up to 650. If it's not a 650, hit the like and subscribe button, people. Where did I get to? Where did I get to? Our midfield. The front three. Martinelli started bright, disappeared into thin air. Saka, likewise, started bright, had half chances. He's clearly our best player. He's clearly the only person who's going to make anything happen at the moment for Arsenal. And on the right-hand side, I would actually now just rest him. He's come in for one reason and one reason only, and that was to try and win us this. Now that we're out, I don't want to see Saka now. Rest him. In the next 3 games, I couldn't give a flying F if we lose them all. I couldn't give a shit. I could not care less. I'm not going to be ranting and raving. I want the manager out, whether he wins the next 3 or loses the next 3. I'm sick and tired of not winning anything. We're not beating Liverpool at Anfield. We ain't won there since 2012. We ain't beaten Newcastle at home. Ain't beaten for 3 times this season. Already lost to them all 3 times. And we probably will beat Southampton, and that'll be enough to get us Champions League football. Woohoo! Top 4 trophies back on, people. Couldn't give a shit where we come. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th. Don't care. Doesn't bother me. Don't care at all. Don't care. I really don't. I want him sacked anyway. I'd want him sacked for coming in that position, but I already want him sacked anyway, so it doesn't bother me. Shocking. In the next 3 games, I want to see Neto in goal. I want to see Sterling. I want to see Calafiori. I want to see Ethan. I want to see Jorginho. I want to see Kivior. I want to see Tierney. I want to see Zinchenko. Who else is there? Trossard. I want to see Butler Oyedei. I want to see Henry Francis kid. I want to see all of them. Rest all these guys. I don't want to see Saliba. I don't want to see Timber. I don't want to see Rice. I don't want to see Saka. I don't want to see Martinelli. All these games. Rest all these players. Rest them all. Rest them all. Marino today. Let me be fair. Did he hold the ball up well? Yes. Did he win flick on headers? Yes. Did he make himself an aerial threat? Yes. Did he do any form of number 9 prolific striker work in the box? Now, I appreciate and understand that ain't his job because he's a midfielder. But if the last few months has told you anything, it is that we need a striker. And you might say to me that's mad because the last 5 years we've needed a striker, and you wouldn't be far wrong with that. However, when I look at the opportunities that we've had to put balls across the box against Real Madrid, against PSG, in Premier League games, we have had no number 9 to finish it off. And I'm not even talking about a Isak. I'm not talking about R9 or Thierry Henry levels. We haven't even had a Callum Wilson. We haven't even had a Jordan Ayew. We haven't even had a Jamie Vardy or a Cameron Archer. We've had nothing, people. Nothing. So I'm sick and tired of it. I've seen enough. I don't want a manager here anymore. I've made it clear. But what we have to do is be realistic. There might be a glimmer of hope. And his name is Andrea Berta. So with people saying to me, Arteta's going to go, he ain't going to go. Andrea Berta's here. Andrea Berta will bring in a backup goalkeeper. Andrea Berta will bring in a backup defender. I do have faith that he'll also sign a midfielder, a winger, and a striker. And we might even get a creative midfielder as well. I have faith that we're going to do that. We can spend 400 million and we would not be worried about PSR. We need to spend 300 million this summer at the bare minimum to get anywhere near the level of quality that we need to compete with all four fronts. We need a goalkeeper and a backup. White and Timber are there. Calafiori and Lewis-Skelly are there. Gabriel and Saliba are there. That means we need two centre-half backups. If one's Kivior, the other one comes in. So that's two players, one goalkeeper, one defender. We've got Jorginho out the door, Partey out the door, Zubimendi coming in, Rice, we've got Marino. That means we need one more. We need one more creative midfielder with Ødegaard and Ethan Nwanery's there. We've also got Lewis-Skelly that can play in midfield as the left 8. Saka's there, but he needs cover, so that's another player. So that's a goalkeeper, a defender, two midfielders, and then cover for Saka, which I think will be one winger. Martinelli's the other side. Trossard's probably going, but we'll bring in that winger to cover as well. And then up top, we need a striker, and then Havertz and Jesus will be cover until they both go or until one of them goes. So that's a striker, an attacking midfielder, a winger, a midfielder to come in as well, backup defender, and backup goalkeeper. That's 6 players. Some might say we need another box-to-box midfielder on top of that as well, so that's 7. Are we going to get that? Well, we're going to need to get that, people. We're going to need to get that. Midfield needs sorting. Defence needs cover. We need wide, quick players. And we need goal scorers up top. Because when you look at that PSG team and that Real Madrid team, we've all got a goalkeeper. Yeah, it's different levels. I think Courtois and Donnarumma have proved they're better than Raya, but they're still got goalkeepers. I think we've all got a back line we're pretty happy with, other than potentially Real Madrid. But let's just forget about them. We beat them. PSG. They've got a trio in midfield that is very good. But we've got a trio. But do you know what they've got and we ain't? What they've got is Kvaratskhelia, Barcola, Doué, Ramos, and Dembele. And what we've got is Saka, Martinelli, and Marino. And on the bench, Trossard, Nwaneri, and Sterling. It ain't the same level, people. And that's what we've got to go and get now in the summer. Because I can sit there and rant and rave about Arteta getting sacked, but he ain't going anywhere, man. He ain't going anywhere. There's no way he's going anywhere. What's crazy to me is there's people that believe that this guy deserves at least another couple of seasons. How can this guy deserve another couple of seasons? Big up to Flawless at Sarcasm City TV, who's just rated. Absolute legend. Big up to all you guys that's come over. Make sure you do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe, people. Absolute legends for that. Thank you for that, Flawless. Make sure you're following my guy Flawless on Sarcasm City TV, man. One of the real ones. 1,054 people in here. Please make sure you hit the like button. It's just gone up to nearly 1,100. Please make sure you hit the like button. There's only 362 likes. Let's get that up to 650 likes at least, people. Come on. Hit the like and subscribe button. Last few super chats before I leave. I'm going to go redirect you over to Lee Gunner. I'm going to be on there as well before I go to bed. Nico says, we need a new manager to get us over the line. A lot of people are talking about this now, bro. A lot of people are talking about this now. But who's out there? There ain't anyone out there. Yeah? There ain't anyone out there to get. There ain't anyone better than Mikel Arteta. He's the best looking Spaniard we know. Yeah? Remember that. It's about trusting the process. It's about being in phase 4.5. It's about having a dog called Win. It's about getting lemons and squeezing them into glasses. It's about blasting You'll Never Walk Alone out of speakers only to go and get absolutely spanked, pummeled and fried 4-0. It's about bringing in T-shirts, and it's about holding light bulbs, and it's putting brains and hearts holding hands together on pieces of paper. It's about pickpocketing your staff. That's what it's all about. It ain't about trophies. It ain't about winning. That's what it is. He's a master. Yeah? Master. Shocking. Absolutely embarrassing. Here he is. Look, this idiot. Potts, you're a clueless wanker. But I'm right, though, mate. Goodbye. Tosser. This is the problem you get. Support your team, you dosser. Get rid of these absolute idiots, please, mods, yeah? Get rid of these absolute twats. Absolute twats. Yeah, toxic positive. Yeah, absolute twats. We are trophyless again, and these people are happy, and they're coming for people like us. You muppets. Absolute muppets. I've got them all on my Twitter account today as well. You're part of the problem. And I click on them thinking, who's that? They're following me. What are you following me for? Yeah? Why are you following me if you do not like what I say? You tool. Honestly, they all come in here. Oh, let's tell Potts he's a wanker. Honestly, mate, I tell you, they're absolute idiots, these people, man. Absolute muppets. Yeah? Absolute muppets, mate. Sick of it, man. Sick of it. Look, I'm gonna go over to Lee Gunner's stream, so please do me a favor and join me over there. Show some love by hitting the like and the subscribe button. I don't know what Lee and that lot are talking about over there, but I promised him I'd go over before I hit the sack. And I'm honest with you, mate, I ain't gonna be long on there because I'm absolutely shattered and it's 2 a.m. But do you know what? People, please do me a favor. Hit like, hit subscribe, show some love. Arteta out, Cronky out. Laters.